Out in the wild, survival often comes down to knowing when to stay put and when to move. Sometimes the smartest move is hunkering down and riding out the storm. That's what we call bugging in. Turn your home into a fortress, your personal safe haven. We'll expose common mistakes and give you the tools to survive. Prepping is about taking control and ensuring survival. Hit that like button and subscribe. Let's dive in. Bugging in is all about choosing to stay put, to fortify your home and make it your stronghold. It's about weathering the storm with your supplies and loved ones close by. Some folks think bugging out is the way to go. And sure, sometimes that's the only option. But bugging in is often the smarter play. Roads will be jammed, resources scarce, and danger everywhere. Bugging in lets you avoid all that chaos. You've got your home turf advantage, supplies, and escape routes. Control what you can in an uncontrollable situation. Turn your home into your survival asset. Prepping isn't about creating a perfect utopia. It's about buying time and increasing your odds. Many get caught up in having the best gear. It's about resourcefulness, not quantity. Stretch your supplies and adapt to the situation. Prepping is about skills, mindset, and never giving up. In a crisis, silence is golden. The last thing you want to do is advertise your preps to the entire neighborhood. Word gets out that you've got food, water, and supplies, and suddenly, you become a target. Desperation can make people do desperate things, and you don't want to be on the receiving end of that. Keep your preps on the down low. Share only with those you absolutely trust, your inner circle. The more people who know, the greater the risk. Remember, operational security, or OPSEC as we call it, is crucial for survival. Be discreet with your preps. You don't need to turn your home into a scene from a doomsday prepper show. The key is to blend in, to make your preps as inconspicuous as possible. Instead of stacking cans of beans in your front window, think about creating hidden storage spaces. Use discretion when bringing in supplies. Don't park your car loaded with MREs in plain sight. The goal is to be the gray man, the one who blends in, who doesn't draw attention. The importance of a guard dog. Out in the wild, a loyal dog can be your best friend, your protector, and your early warning system. The same goes for bugging in. A dog's senses are far more acute than ours. They can hear, smell, and sense danger long before we can. A barking dog can be a powerful deterrent, sending potential intruders running for the hills. A well-trained dog is an asset, a valuable member of your survival team. Just be sure you have enough food and water for your furry friend. Modern and low-tech solutions. When it comes to securing your castle, it's all about layering your defenses. Don't rely solely on fancy gadgets or high-tech security systems. Instead, combine them with good old-fashioned low-tech solutions. Think about reinforcing doors and windows with sturdy planks, installing heavy-duty locks, and even creating makeshift barricades. Get creative. Think like a medieval defender. The harder it is to get in, the more likely they are to move on to easier targets. Combine that with modern security cameras, motion detectors, and alarms for an extra layer of protection. A risky move. Once you've hunkered down, the name of the game is staying put. Leaving the relative safety of your prepped home should be a last resort, only in dire situations. Remember, every time you step outside, you're exposing yourself to a world of unknowns. But let's be real, sometimes you have to leave the shelter of your home. If you absolutely must venture out, do it strategically, with a plan. Travel light, move swiftly, and blend in. Plan wisely, move carefully, and get back to the safety of your base as quickly as possible. Your lifeline. Water is life. In a long-term crisis, securing a reliable water source is non-negotiable. You can survive weeks without food, but only days without water. Don't wait until the taps run dry. Start prepping your water storage now. The rule of thumb is 1 gallon per person per day for drinking and sanitation. Store water in sturdy containers like food-grade plastic jugs or water barrels. Keep them in a cool, dark place to prevent algae growth. Learn how to purify water using boiling, filtration, or chemical treatments. A critical skill. When water is scarce, rationing becomes your lifeline. It's no longer about long, luxurious showers or washing your car. It's about survival. Every drop counts. Establish a strict water rationing system from day one. Determine how much water each person gets for drinking, cooking, and hygiene. Learn to reuse and repurpose water whenever possible. Use gray water from washing dishes or laundry for watering plants or flushing toilets. Every time you conserve water, you're buying yourself precious time. Avoiding a well-fed appearance. In a crisis, blending in is as important as any survival skill. The last thing you want is to look healthy and well-fed while others are struggling. Desperation can make people do desperate things, and you don't want to be seen as having something others need. Avoid wearing flashy clothing or jewelry. Keep your appearance as average and unremarkable as possible. The goal is to avoid attracting unwanted attention, stay under the radar, blend in with your surroundings, and don't make yourself a target. How to stay under the radar. Cooking during a crisis requires a stealthy approach. The aroma of a hearty meal might be comforting to you, but it's like ringing the dinner bell for everyone within sniffing distance. One-pot meals, cold meals, and no-cook options are your friends. Use a camping stove or a rocket stove outdoors to minimize smells inside your home. Cook small portions, eat quickly, and dispose of any food waste carefully. The goal is to minimize your culinary footprint and avoid attracting unwanted attention. Stay in the shadows. At night, light becomes your enemy. Every illuminated window is a beacon, advertising your presence to the outside world. Invest in blackout curtains or heavy blankets to cover your windows. Use minimal lighting inside your home and avoid using flashlights or headlamps near windows. If you need to signal someone, use pre-arranged visual signals or low-powered infrared devices. Stay hidden, stay quiet, and stay in the shadows. When to drive, when not to drive. In a crisis, your vehicle can be both an asset and a liability. It offers mobility, escape, and the ability to transport supplies, but it also makes you a target, guzzles precious fuel, and can be unreliable. Avoid driving during peak hours or in congested areas. If you must drive, travel light, stick to back roads, and always have an escape route planned. Only drive when absolutely necessary, plan your routes carefully, and always be prepared to abandon your vehicle if the situation turns sour. Conserve fuel whenever possible. Conserving heat and energy. When temperatures plummet, staying warm becomes a matter of survival. But heating your entire home during a crisis is inefficient and wasteful. Focus on heating a single room, preferably one with minimal heat loss, like a bedroom or a basement. Use blankets, sleeping bags, and warm clothing to layer up and trap body heat. Consider investing in a wood-burning stove or a propane heater for supplemental warmth. Every watt saved is a watt that can be used elsewhere. Mental health and boredom. Long-term survival isn't just about physical resilience, it's about mental fortitude. Boredom, isolation, and anxiety can erode your spirit faster than any physical hardship. Establish a routine, even a simple one, to maintain a sense of normalcy. Engage in activities that challenge your mind and keep you occupied. Reading, board games, puzzles, or learning new skills. Keep your mind sharp, engaged, and focused on the positive. Maintaining a positive outlook can be the difference between giving up and pushing through. Helping your neighbors. In a crisis, your neighbors can be your greatest allies or your biggest liabilities. While it's important to be cautious and protect your resources, helping those in need can foster a sense of community and cooperation. Offer assistance discreetly without drawing attention to your own supplies. Building trust and cooperation with your neighbors can create a safer, more secure environment for everyone. Using resources wisely. Rationing isn't just about stretching your supplies, it's about changing your mindset. It's about recognizing that every bite of food, every gallon of water, every watt of electricity is precious and must be used wisely. Implement a strict rationing system from day one. Keep track of your inventory and adjust your consumption as needed. Every crumb saved, every drop conserved, is a victory. Keeping clean. When the world outside is falling apart, it's easy to let personal hygiene slide. But maintaining cleanliness is about more than just appearances. It's about preventing the spread of disease, boosting morale, and maintaining a sense of order in a chaotic world. Establish a sanitation routine, washing hands regularly, bathing with minimal water, and properly disposing of waste. Maintaining personal hygiene can help you stay healthy, positive, and focused on the task at hand. Survival. So there you have it, folks. our ultimate guide to bugging in from the safety of your home. Prepping is about taking control and being prepared. Hit like, subscribe for more tips, and share this video. Stay safe, and remember, we're all in this together.